So this always kind of bugged me, right? Ever since I was learning 5e, okay? And and I didn't say anything because I was like, oh, that's just how it ran. We just have to suck it up, right? So, but I don't know if we should. So, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to see if I can explain myself well enough to get my point across and have my where I stand on it clear, crystal clear. Okay, one of these issues, I I don't fault 5e for. It's more of like a general tabletop thing from what I've seen from different tabletops. Is reaching zero, you fall unconscious, and I think that is kind of stupid because it takes away some of the dramaticness, I guess, like the dramatic nature of dying. Okay, and not only that is you're not gonna always fall unconscious unless it's like some big hit, and typically to the head. Okay, like can you imagine like you're like okay, imagine this. Okay, your character dies, right, and you fall and you're bleeding out, and your blood is coated, like starting to seep out of your body and coat the floor, right? Your teammate is fighting a life and death situation. Okay, can you imagine trying to crawl yourself over to them so they can save you? You know, like so I don't think I would make it unconscious. I think I would change it to something else. I think I would change it to. I don't think I would make it a status. I would just say you when when a creature it says when a creature drops to 0 hit points, it can either die outright or fall unconscious, as explained below. Right. So what I would do for the players, right, is I would say players cannot cast spells or attack, and they are prone. So they can attack, cast spells, use class abilities or abilities, right? And are prone. But prone is the only status effect I think I would actually give them, right? And their movement speed, I think I would change it to like 5 feet. And it'll be a special action, right? It would be a full action to move 5 feet, a full turn, move 5 feet. You know, I think that would make it more dramatic, and I think it'd be add a lot more tension to the whole thing. You know, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid, and this kind of leads me to my other thing is I don't know what I would do with them, but I think death saving throws, there's something not right about them. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know what I would do with them. I think I might actually change them back to what they were in Pathfinder, or I think yeah, Pathfinder. I think I'll change to the Pathfinder 1e one, where like you slowly lose health, right? Equal to like one hit point every turn until you reach your con, or your con score, you know. And of course, in Pathfinder 1e, stats can get a little bit higher, but still, that would give like barbarians, like they would be able to stay around a little bit longer, say with fighters or paladins, depending on what their con is, right? And it would give wizards, because wizards or spellcasters aren't meant to be that hardy, so they're not gonna stay around that long, you know. I think that was kind of fun. It adds more tension, you know, instead of and make it a little bit harder. And because in Pathfinder 1e, right, you lose 1 hit point unless you take any point of healing. If you take at least 1 point of healing, right? So it was easy to stop, right? It was easy to stop, but added tension. Mind you, that one healing didn't make you go up. It just stopped you from dying. Okay? You would actually have to heal them up until they're in the positives for them to actually be able to do something. You know what I mean? And I think I would change it back to that, you know? Because this death saving throw where you have to roll a d10 literally is a flip of a coin if you pass or not. It's almost a 50-50, I think. I think the average is a little bit towards passing, I think, on average. Because right now, how it is like any healing will get you back up. Death saving throws are kind of easy to pass, you know? You know? So, I don't know. That's what I would do. I don't know if that's the right option, right? But I think it'd be better and add more dramatic to dying, you know? And I think I would take away, I think the other thing, this is a minor thing, and I think it's fine because I think a lot of people just do this naturally because they just assume to be dead. But I think I would change away, I think I would take away creatures or monsters. I think it says monsters. Yeah, monster death. A monster dies the instant it drops to 0. I think I'll just take that away. I think it actually does say this. Yeah, it actually does say this. Although a dungeon master can ignore this rule for an individual monster and treat it like a character. I think I would just treat them like characters. You know? I think I would treat them like characters. You know? I think them just instantly dying is just kind of stupid. Because can you imagine them actually passing their saving throw and then getting back up if the players ignore them? You know, like imagine, right? Your players are fighting, right? Or you're in a party and you're fighting. You kill all the creatures. You know, it's a long, tough fight. You know, like we need a long rest, right? And fucking like you guys set up a camp and start resting. In the middle of the night, the creatures get back up. You know? Like, they're rested and they get back up. That would actually make the players check to see if they're dead or not. And actually worry to see it, you know? I think it would add more tension. You know what I mean? I think that's, I mean, it's more work on the DM. But I think it would be more fun. You know, it's not, but my suggestions and shit is not perfect, and I don't know if there is a perfect answer to this, to how to properly handle it, but I think that's all my complaints, I think, really. So that's it. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think of this. I would love to know what you guys think of this. You guys have great suggestions. So please comment below. Until next time. Bye-bye.